I'm a fighter on this show. Today is for peace. It's another beautiful Saturday evening, and we're happy to have you on the show. My name is Tumi at Tumi, and this is Ladies Lounge, where all we do is have real talk and deep conversations. I can't keep up.
Because before coming live, Tumi was accused of being a violence woman.
I know.
She's not letting take life, today is trying
day.
To sound innocent.
Peace day, please. My name is Tumi.
I'm sure you can
call me Peace on the show today.
Peace is me.
Okay, Peace. If she's Peace,
I am
Peace. Glory.
Okay, you are
favor.
All right. The ladies are here to, have the usual conversation.
I beg,
Oh yeah, take it again.
Okay. The ladies are here as usual to have conversations about women, especially those ones that people would rather shy away from. We know you're looking forward to today's edition, and we're also looking forward to the show. Meanwhile, were you at Davido's wedding?
So the ladies could not go, but was able to represent them because they had shows to do. So me, I had to go and represent Ladies Lounge, and it was such an amazing, amazing event.
We got a lot of gifts.
I'm interested in what you ate actually.
I had Chinese rice. And our bride was looking so beautiful.
Oh my God! You look at all of us in it.
Do you know the funny thing?
Okay.
I think for us in Nigeria, we're so hot about Chinese rice. And you see these Chinese people.
There's no way we will not be.
They don't even like rice. Let me bust your bubble, honestly.
Really?
They feel rice is that food that you give people that you don't like.
Wow.
So rice is not like the first food they're going to offer you.
They
exactly.
really like
so
you.
I don't know why
we're
just
calling pamper shawarma here.
Exactly.
And in some countries, it's like maybe when you're broke or whatever.
Even things that we eat here, you see that even in Korean movies,
like
you see that they say someone is really broke, but you see what they are eating. If you're eating it, you're a rich person.
I'm talking about Chinese food also. It's not as if it's just that pay I got gist to. You hear, but
she went on vacation. She did not tell us. She did not bring anything.
The origin of this chopstick thing is because the Chinese believe that the fork and the knife we use is almost like a weapon.
Wow.
Exactly.
So they'd rather you use chopsticks
than...
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, you have gone to China. You went to Davido's wedding. Where did I go? I was stuck in this Nigerian.
But whatever, just we welcome you.
I was just going to say that's one of the things that I love about
the wedding.
The varieties of culture.
I thought it was talking about
let's focus on our focus. I love about the diversity of cultures that we have and traditions. I mean, I learned something about some part of the country.
What's going on?
It was quite interesting.
International Omajuwa.
I need to give it
amazing.
Me too, I learned something, but I will tell you as the show goes on. I must have something to say now.
I am Ibukoluwa Olageji, but you can call me Omajuwa. Glory of the Lord.
It's upon us on the show today. So, let's get right into what we have for today.
Name? Sorry, my name, Sister is it Mercy that I called Glory?
Yeah, Glory.
Whatever, but then in case you forget that one, just take
Folakemi
Mighty.
So
today we're going to be talking about something also interesting that everyone can relate with. Whether you're married, whether you're single, whatever your
relationship status is,
you can relate. So the question, we're going to start this way, is how much do you think is the appropriate amount to hold or for your partner to have while going on a date? Especially first date, but let's keep it to date so that the married people too can relate.
How much should you have?
They're married people.
Okay.
I hope you are still dating. I hope you are still I don't understand. You're in this conversation.
I hope you're still doing things that you did to woo them.
Not say, Yakuku, my wife.
Yeah.
Better go to that kitchen and go and cook.
Should not enter relegation. Stop that.
And mommy, I hope you don't tie wrapper every other day. I hope you still dress to look cute.
Are we coming for
rappers?
We're coming for everybody, actually.
Should we come for
I know.
married
The rappers that are sexy are probably chiffon rappers that, we'll see everything, all the
shakables,
but not the Ankara. You will not wear Adiu Mama on top. And you Mama down. They'll put a Mama down.
Church of God.
God to glory.
Mommy,
do better. Wear sexy lingerie. Let daddy see you and let his head shake.
And if you're going to tie rapper, make it short so that everything can be I feel like
no, okay, so let's start with the first date, right?
Okay.
For people that are not yet married, going on a first date, how much do you expect the person that you're going on a date with to have or to spend at the date?
You know, while I don't want to be cliche and say any amount, and I just feel like I don't think I should, have a standard as to how much. Because at the end of the day, I'm interested in the overall experience, and you might even spend a lot of money, and I'll get no value for it. Because you might spend the money and then you want to just express how many days you spent in the Bahamas when you traveled during your last vacation. Like you guys were saying, you went to China, you do everything. So imagine I'm on a first date and then he's saying, oh, as I using those chopsticks, I won't tell you the history behind them, and you're saying everything, and I'm bored.
Just me
and I want to cry. But imagine that, you just say, oh, let's go out on a first date, and then we probably just go get popcorn and see a movie and have a lot of fun. Okay, so I don't think there should be a standard to it. Yeah.
So Mike, what's your take?
See, let's adjust. I say about it. Because I listen to us from another place of the world. Depends on where the person is taking you to, or where you are taking the person, or where both of you are going. Is it a popcorn ice cream? Is it a fast food? Is it a restaurant? Are you going for a buffet?
Are you going for intercontinental dishes?
Yeah.
Buffet.
But then
buffet
is somewhat cheaper than the regular.
Yeah, I heard about that. I've never tried it.
You don't be eating, especially on special days.
I think I'm going to consider how much I will eat on the first date too.
Yeah. To be honest, the most boring date I've been on have been the most expensive ones.
Okay.
Because there's a way that
you're not behaving yourself.
Yeah. So basically, for me, I think it comes back to number one, the preparation towards the date. Because we're talking about first dates, right? I think because we're talking about relationship, we're not talking about maybe let's just catch up, let's go.
Yeah, this means something to both
something
of
that's
us.
supposed. So first date is about the preparation. Are you carried along? Is there a conversation before the date? And then
do you not like surprises? I think I'd love to be surprised, because if I have to tell you what I want.
No, I'm not saying when I say carried along.
Okay,
it's more like there are options, right? We'll still get to that part safe, because there's some people that think going to the cinema is a great idea for first date. That's not a great idea for me.
It's a great idea for me.
It's a very terrible idea.
It's a great idea for me, because I'd love to bond over something with
that
you.
Opportunity to have a conversation.
So if you
get to know that person.
Exactly.
When you now think that that person is worthy of second dates, you can now say, okay, maybe
let's
on third one. Because, going, I think I had a video like that. Going to a cinema,
on the first
most of you keep quiet now. You're not doing behavior.
That's the thing. I think that for one, it doesn't really work like that for me.
First date is the first time you're seeing the person.
My best date yet was one that was a movie date. And it was not because we were trying to get to know each other there. We already had talks. So it talks built up to that.
How long had you known the person? Were you friends for a long time?
I knew the person, during school days.
Oh.
But not knew that we talked. It was just, we know each other. Hi, from afar. Okay. And then we talked like maybe 2 weeks before we went out. But it was easy because the first time we met, it was in person. So we talked for a bit, and then we got to know each other. Then we texted for a bit, and then, are you free on Tuesday? I'm free. Do you want to go to the movies? Of course I want to. Let's see this movie. Because we knew that we both loved the movie, and it was fun during the movie because we had things to talk about.
So after the movie, where did you guys go?
We went to eat downstairs.
So that is where you guys sitting.
So you guys talk.
Wait, what do you want to say?
Did you guys
Are we sitting close to each other?
You're touching each other.
We're not
did
touching
you
each other.
touch?
We did not touch each other now.
You did not touch. You people were not looking at yourself.
You throw popcorn at each other. You do fun stuff.
There was no.
Of course, you rest on their shoulder.
That's why you enjoy the dates now. But you cannot take me on a date. To the movie first time. What happened?
That is screaming security in my head. Yes, now wow, somebody that just because. First date is like the first scene of that person. And when I say first scene, it's not like you guys, of course you guys will meet physically, you saw yourself, you exchange number, you talk on phone. But that's like time together.
And then movie.
And ready? In the arms.
So are we saying
were you in his arms that day?
I was not in his arms.
You rested
confess to me. Shoulder lele yo.
Is your shoulder
you guys, this is shoulder. Arm.
But Akpasha ni shaloro kan.
Put your head on my shoulder. Shoulder, guys, shoulder.
But then going back to...
Are we saying that the first date or whatever happens on the first date has a way of impacting on the relationship throughout? Do you think maybe there's an impression?
Maybe not true about
will it leave a lasting impression on you?
I think people are forgetting the essence of first dates. And I'm saying this based on the fact that it's supposed to be, from talking stage, you guys are already seeing that, okay, this could potentially lead to relationship. I keep emphasizing that though.
Yes.
The first date is supposed to be like the first interview. For you to know whether the person will get to the next level, or the person will be dropped and no longer qualified.
But I think that
people now see
too much
it as
pressure on men.
People are now seeing it as, it's not pressure. People are now seeing it as outlets of Arabica. So
okay,
you never chop for your house.
I think that's where the problem is.
So you're not interested in having conversation or even learning more about that person to know that the person is worthy of second date. You're just like, oh, we're going for date. Good food. Second date. Good food.
I think one thing ladies do is that they've seen this restaurant online. A lot of people have been there. They know that they cannot afford it. So the next time somebody says, "Are you free Thursday?" Of course I'm free. Where do you want to go? Oh, there's this new place. I think we should try it out. And then when you get there, what do you want? Oh, I think I'll have this. I think that's where it becomes a problem. Because sometimes you take away the fact that as much as you're trying to hope that this person leaves a lasting impression on you, the person is hoping for the same because they're also just meeting you. So imagine you're going on the first date, so the person is now saying that, so I will win and pay for it. Or he steps out when it's time to pay. You're now there broke.
But me, I just want to take us back to Thomas' question, asking how much should you hold or have during the first date. And I'm still going to say that. Where are you going? You understand that restaurant that you're going? And then I think that it's also important. I've had a couple of dates, even with females. There's one aunt of mine that actually took me out on a lunch date. Shout out to Auntie Carl. And then she already sent me the menu. I know she's a big woman. Okay. I know that, she could afford it. But me too, I gave myself brain. You understand? Like, she sent me the menu. Of course, menu will come with price. You don't want to mess it. As a lady, even if it was a man or an person, you don't want to mess yourself up.
Composure.
In fact, I would say that take something light before you leave for whatever day.
I don't eat before I go out. It's not because I'm hungry. It's not because I want to chop or eat the
excitement.
It's not the excitement. Please, some of us know how we are structured. So we don't want to go with,
I can't relate, bro.
Organs.
I think it's
you don't want your stomach to be big.
So she looks good.
I think, for me. So, because I don't eat a lot, and sometimes if I have a date, I'm looking forward to the meal I'm having on that date. So I'm not having anything throughout that day. It's not because I'm hungry or I will not be able to afford anything. It's just my style. I don't want to go on the date and now be forcing the meal because that would be wasting the money.
I want to go back to my own point. So my point is, for a proper date, like a restaurant, the person or your invitee, your host, or both of you would have agreed on, what do you want to eat? Because do not forget, it's not a fast food joint. If it was a fast food, you get there, buy your rice and go. But if it was a normal restaurant, you're still going to have your starter, then wait for the food to be done. So if you don't want to wait for too long, you would have picked your food.
You all have gone on proper dates. I can't relate. Hey,
you owe me a date.
You owe me.
So you would have picked your food and you'd have understood that, it costs this amount and all of that. And you don't want to.
Yeah. Another thing for me is that as much as one of the things that if we want to be sincere, we're testing on the first date is the kind of lifestyle or the kind of comfort that such person can provide as well. There's a test of that too in the first date. As much as that is in the consciousness of ladies, we also have to you have to read the room. And reading the room is just like Mighty just said. Most restaurants have their menu. So they bring the menu and is asking, what do you want to eat? One of the strategies that you can use to also show that you are not Arabica or somebody that is hungry for somewhere is, what do you have in mind? I was thinking, what do you think?
Tried?
So when you say what you think, you'll quickly check the amount. So that gives you an idea of the range that the person is looking at. That also helps in not, because sometimes some people are not necessarily having unrealistic expectations. It may just be what they think they can afford. For instance, some people go out to these places on their own.
Then they are
Let's say I go out myself and I spend like 50k. And I'm going now with somebody that probably came with a budget of 30k. So that person might be like, this guy is too... Why I'm not too... But when you are able to stylishly ask the person, what are you thinking? You check the price. That gives you an idea of what the person... And if you think that will not be okay for you at the longest run, that's like the first sign for you that, okay, you know what? the lifestyle that I think I'm used to. This person might
not be able
so
to
these are
afford
things
it.
to put in check to now know whether the person is worthy of second date or not.
I think
but is that enough to say is okay for second date or not?
So that's why you now eventually date the person, now be treating you anyhow because you cannot afford some things that you're used to.
No, do not forget that we might not necessarily get someone that is on our social class like that. You understand? Well, that's why that's why I said if you are not
when it comes
okay
to
with
what
it,
you want,
if you're not okay with it, that first date it gives you an idea of
what
that person is comfortable with. Because the first date, I cannot speak for men, but I would say to a larger extent is when men are looking forward to impressing. So if at the first date the person is doing 30K or maybe 40K, that's already giving you the boundary of the highest amount that person will be able to afford on such dates.
What about men that think they want to test you and say that?
See, I feel like that's the problem. If you want to take me out, there's no point testing me. To testing me, but I send the menu. Let me check it at home before leaving the house. Because the point is, now things are expensive. So that 30K you're saying, you might plan to spend 30K. You get there, you're spending 50,000 naira. But it will be a problem if you think it's my issue that you're spending that much. You saw the name of the place. You saw it online. You knew that this place, a plate of rice there is 22,000. So if we get there and then you're not saying, you don't want to take maybe snail or small chops. Me or something like small chops. Do you want food? Or pop-off. I want food.
Okay, so let's go. So
you have to be sure that you can afford where you are going. You can afford to pay for the things that might be ordered where you're going, so that you don't get there and they're saying, so what if check current? No, do savings again. Okay, let me transfer money to this account. No, that would be awkward because it even means that you're not prepared for it. Like Omajuwa said in the beginning of the show that there's a place of preparation when you want to take somebody out on a date. How prepared are you as well? And then almost last week,
but to answer the question,
let me take you.
Let's wrap up this segment. Let's wrap up this segment. Okay. For me, I think it's not the amount. It depends because you are the one. Yes, I give the men the liberty of choosing the place. So for you to choose the place, I want to believe that you have an understanding of their pricing. So my own is for a first date, I am expecting a decent meal and a decent drink and a nice atmosphere.
Oh yeah, no major expectations.
Potential
man.
No, potential date.
So what do you expect?
What's your expectation?
The price. I don't want to eat. I'm not going to tear your pocket.
I mean,
but for me, well, I just even till now, I still check the price, I still want to say that do I have this kind of money just in case the person takes me out, So for me, price is not a bad idea, but then do not go to do bad.
And I think that as a lady, you have to be sure of what you want to eat, because I think a lot of people have this issue of ordering things they would not take on a normal day. You don't take seafood, but because they've told you about this place, you now go there. You're not having hives. You are entering an anaphylactic shock.
But there's no in trying.
No, trying.
There's some menu that when you look at them, for me, I've never been
allergic to anything.
Not allergy. I don't flaunt. You understand? So. Is it front or front?
Form.
I don't form. Okay, form is better word. If I'm not eating this food before, I ask you that this food
how does it taste?
Curry sauce. Have you taken it before? They say no. Did you try it? Okay, you take this. Let me take this.
But there's this thing.
For me, I'll just be comfortable with whatever I've probably eaten before.
Exactly.
Or I have an idea. There's always the first time of eating calamari.
You are lover people. So you're sensitive, you're careful about the pocket.
Because at the end of the day, I have to
Oma is the most careful, but don't mind that. But sometimes, it depends on who you're going out with. There are some people that they want to show themselves. Maybe you want to show yourself now. Let me spend your money.
And then I think the habit of saying my friends are at home should actually not.
That's not
as outdated as you think it is. That people who don't feel there's anything wrong in doing that, I think it's all shades of wrong.
That brings me to one date idea.
Yeah, somebody takes you out and then you're saying that.
Friend along. My friends are coming. My sister is around. You should join us first date.
No. It's very bad.
And
I think the same goes for trying new meals. I won't try a new meal with you if I feel like if something happens to me there, you'll not be able to save me because you don't even know how I handle it. So it's better. I have a very sensitive stomach. So I will not go on a first date with you and say I want to try something that I know that maybe I can eat it now and be coughing or be purging. Now that would be crazy because I've worn my dress. Now I'm saying, please where's your toilet? You know me? What's wrong with you? I'm just not fine. But you know that deep down, something is about to go down. So it's better for you to maybe go out. You know, there are things that parents do these days. They will say, oh, I'll buy you shawarma, I'll buy you pizza, so that you have an idea how these things taste. So that if somebody wants to take you out, it's not be the first time you'll be trying those things out. You have an idea how those things are. So if you have money, I know, but I feel like it's better if you are familiar with what you want to eat. If it's something you are sure you will not be familiar with, it's better you try it out on your own.
Because as much as it's of health concern too, it's also of security concern.
Yes.
Because some people might be purging, some people might be them just passing out.
Can have hives immediately.
This person is still to a large extent
getting to know you. You don't want to pass out in a stranger's car. Anything can happen to you. So you want to be safe.
God help you. The stranger does not even know your house address.
So
and this is where we I know people even put our data in our wallet or something. Not like
don't. And most of these days when we even take rides, how many of us actually share the ride details?
Location.
We don't share it. So imagine you're out on a date. You know this
conversation. I want us to lead us to this place, and maybe we'll round up with that. Let's talk about financial capability in this age and time. You know, oftentimes we shy away from having that conversation where how financially buoyant is this person? Do you think it matters to you in relationship? The ladies were talking about something on the group. There was this Legend Miami's video that it was live, and he does this matchmaking, whatever that he does. And there was this lady that was on this live video, and there was this guy that was shown. The guy was supposed to be match made. I hope I use that right. With the girl. And the girl was saying, meaning the guy is not financially buoyant enough to cater for her. And Lege just threw her out of the room.
He said, Uncle Drew.
So do you think that oftentimes this has been, put in the context of gold diggers, of women looking for poverty alleviation
scheme.
Yeah. Do you think that is not valid enough for a lady to look out for in a relationship? I'm used to a lifestyle. Me looking out to make sure that a guy can be able to sustain that, or even not just sustain it for me, for himself. Do you think that makes me?
I don't think it makes me a bad person.
When people even say gold digger, look at you, Uncle. Are you a mud digger? Do you even know? Everybody wants to dig gold. Everybody wants to dig something valuable.
Exactly.
But to answer to what Omajuwa said, sometimes you get to a level in your life and you know that this person cannot be, my standard. It does not necessarily mean that you have that it's not even, should you have bad taste? No. But I'm saying that it does not necessarily mean that you are materialistic. It's okay. For example, now the kind of people that we might not be able to sit and talk with because our level of reason, our IQs are different. That's just the way it is with dating. You understand? You will see this one and say, really, I mean, I can't be with this person. So she hasn't done wrong.
Yeah, women are often the one at the receiving end of this. You see, men especially shame the woman. They even say, your father. Can your father afford what you're asking?
It's because my father cannot afford. I don't want to continue like that if that's what you want to hear.
and I think that is risky when a woman marries down. It's better for a woman to marry up.
Why?
Because of security financially. So
what cannot work for is man that
now that's the point. So I was going to touch on the fact that if you want something, I think there's a place of you also pushing yourself to at least reach some level where if you now meet someone rich, you won't feel like you don't deserve it. Because you know that sometimes people settle for people who don't really have, because they feel like, so if I know somebody that has money now, what if now it's one day and he says, give me the phone? What if I'm not able to buy it back? Why not also try to do something that will put you, better. When people say, you want to marry a rich person, and you know that you people in your circle now.
But there's a conversation that is things like this that push young guys into fraud.
It's because they want to be pushed.
It is also things like this that push reasonable people to challenge themselves to be a better person. See, as I am, I always say that as a person, I am trying to be better at all of the things that I do. So I don't think I want to stay with someone who is complacent.
So and where's the place of building and growing with a man?
We build.
Then in that place, make sure it is someone that is ready to build with you.
Exactly.
There are some men that they are just on this level and they are comfortable. You're talking about complacency.
So you understand?
They are comfortable. But imagine I meet some guy. Imagine that I just finished university and I meet a guy who also just graduated. That's the involved graduated. They just graduated, you know. And then you see that this one is aiming up high. I don't mind being with him.
Exactly.
But with someone who is just
this thing about vision, this thing vision and television thing. It's a thing, no. If you see that someone has potential and they are trying really hard to up their game.
I don't even believe in you dating potential or future that you can see for somebody. I believe in, as much as you're trying to build with that person, make sure that you're good with who that person currently is. Because I feel like being so focused and hoping that this person will still want you when they get better is why some people have resentment when they say, I suffered with you.
I waited.
I was there for you when you had nothing. So you have money now, you have left me. Because you were so focused on the future without being sure whether you even be in the future. So as much as you're trying to grow,
Omajuwa 2024, she has dropped another one.
As you're trying to grow with that person, is amazing, is good. But be sure that you are also you're loving the moment, you're enjoying the moment as well.
And you're not pushing them, because we've seen people who actually push their partners into doing things they wouldn't do because of money. Now, while we understand that money is good, we also need to understand that the love of money is the root of evil. So as much as possible, if you don't have it, try to also make it, and don't put pressure on somebody else. Because honestly, I feel like the truth is that if you can afford it yourself, there's a way when somebody else gives you, you don't feel like it's something I don't deserve, or what if something happens tomorrow?
Into that stage of my life where I'm no longer shy to say that I'm not.
You also want money, exactly.
Because I think Might is in the right position to say that you've been to some places, done some things.
You've entered some restaurants.
Never again, bro. Never again, bro.
You know when somebody wants to take you.
So you know all those shaming of, you don't want this, because I don't, because I put in work into myself. So until you're able to level up to what I think your own I standard at that point,
it's okay if the standard is like the same, but I would even choose if your standard is higher, because I love someone who would also keep me on my toes.
But someone also likes someone that wants to.
No, I will not be the one to keep. So this is it. I always say that sometimes I even get lazy. So I don't want to be with somebody that's me with my laziness. I'm still now saying, do. If you don't, I want you to even be done saying that to me. Have you done this today?
I was saying something on Family Matters that sometimes we complain that women are certain. There was this story that the husband was saying that the wife became something. I'm like, have we checked the husband as well? Is the husband putting in some work? Because there's a way that when you see a husband or a partner that is growing, that is thriving, the person doesn't even need to see anything.
Exactly.
You want your partner to lose weight or kinikon. If you're an active person, you're doing this, you're doing that. A sensible partner does not need to be told before such person is motivated or ginger to want to level up, to also better themselves as well. So as much as they are complaining that this person is this person, check yourself. Are you too the motivation in their life too?
Exactly. And in Nigeria of today, you see that in the homes where the woman does most things, the man always feels less. Like even when she doesn't say that, I've said it before, that when a man does not have money to pay you and then he laughs too much, if he says because he's not giving you money, you are mocking him. If you are sad, he will say you are not smiling at him because he's not giving you money. Everything. There are people that you will see.
This is what you're doing against him.
Honestly, and it's always in their head. So why do you think somebody wants to choose that? Somebody said, I saw this Ondo thing that somebody said it's better they give you 2K with respect than 5 million.
I saw it.
And like, 5 million. I have video on my phone like, so you when you say wait,
who better disrespect me than 5 million?
Guy, don't disrespect me over me.
Please do not. Do not disrespect me and give me the 5 million.
Yeah.
This one, Bami Ja, Koko disrespecting Kakowabe. But at the end of the day, you would see that people who have it don't even complain about it. Women are. It's people that don't have that. They have a lot of philosophies and they have a lot of quotes.
You find out that the person does not even have the good.
Hey, guy, it's those that don't have.
And truly, you have the good.
Let them talk. Let people who have gold. Let them talk. I'm serious. You that you are carrying good there, please.
We gotta go.
Fem by the video. Fem. Please. I think we even play that song. You know they talk cho won't kill you, and you don't have money.
We gotta go. The show returns next Saturday by 5:30 p.m. In case you just tuned in and you like to catch up, the full video is on YouTube at Splash FM 1055. We love you. Catch ya. I am Omajuwa.
Okay, and if you found anything interesting, you might want to drop your comment. We always love to read from you. My name is Folakemi and Tumi.
This was Ladies Lounge on Splash 105.5 FM. I am Tumi, aka Peace.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.